here we are for hypothesis. We talked about a hypothesis is what we believe will happen, supported by a because statement based on your research, and they were able to take notes with regard to that. Here's a sample journal entry. So a hypothesis will have, their entry for this will have the notes that we just talked about. We also did a task in between, and then they will have their journal entry. And this is an example of a journal entry. The hypothesis of my investigation is that Coca-Cola will have less carbonation because it has more ingredients than Coke Zero. In addition, similar ingredients such as sodium, the levels are higher in Coca-Cola. And so we go over what is our opinion and then our support or our because statement. And that is the because statement. And then we wrote a little note on the board that the kids were supposed to put in their notebook that says a hypothesis should state your opinion on what you think will happen and why you and your because statement. These were the two task cards. Each kid was given a task card and they had to read the information. And then after they read the information, they were supposed to create a hypothesis and write it in their notebook. And I will be looking for the task. It should be in there. And it comes with directions. They'll have 5 minutes to complete the task, which they did. They'll complete the hypothesis, and then they'll go back. And what I did is I just had the two groups, and they weren't able to glue it in their notebook. I went ahead and just laminated them so I could save them for future reference. But it is here if they need to see it to make sure that the task portion, which is this, is in their journal entry. Then they were to self-assess. There were a few students who were unsure. I didn't really have a whole lot that said they didn't know, but they had partners within their group that were sure, and they were given a minute to go over what the expectation is. Plus, I also told them that I would be putting this in there. Again, a hypothesis is stating your opinion, what you think will happen, and why do you think it will happen based on the research that you have available. And here is... based on my research, blah, 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 I think blank will happen because. And that is the end of our research and purpose for today. Again, it is due on Friday. Thanks for watching, everybody.